Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto. Hope you're having a great day. A few things I'd like to talk about today. So we've got DraftKings. You know, they're already deep into NFTs with their own NFT marketplace. What are they doing now? They've got plans to accept crypto in the future. So we're going to watch out for that. That's actually a big deal for an internationally publicly traded company. What's next? Yeah, the Terra team. Yeah, they're kind of taking it on the chin. Saying that they're mismanaging, or people are saying that they're mismanaging the airdrop. That must have been fun. I think it kind of goes in with how they're managing things. So, but there's more to that story. So we'll get back to that. South Korea is actually acting quickly or reacting quickly to the Luna crash, right? They're actually introducing a new crypto agency. They'll be clearly identified as the Digital Assets Committee, right? And they'll be in charge of putting together the framework. So that's going to be interesting. I also wanted to say something. Don't sleep on the impact that the Ethereum merge can have across all of the coins, not just Ethereum. But we'll touch on that. And Singapore, whew, yeah. Singapore is making moves. I reported a little while ago that DBS Bank had stopped a pilot program because of regulatory concerns. Well, apparently something must have changed because now what they're looking into is DeFi. So we'll dig into that as well. Anyway, we'll start off with thank you very much for even listening, even paying attention to my little channel. If you like it, do me a favor, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and absolutely hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I'm dropping a new video. I do this for my kids, try to teach them, what we're doing with regard to crypto and try to give them an idea and a basis for all around investment strategy. So might as well share it with the world, right? So let's see. Let's start off with DraftKings. That is crazy. Crazy. So they have an NFT marketplace, and it's the only other marketplace besides Tom Brady's autograph marketplace where you can find Tom Brady autograph stuff. That's kind of cool. But now they're saying, hey, you know what? We really do want to accept crypto in the future. And you know what? We're making plans. That is huge. That's very, very big and very, very good news. You see what I mean about adoption? What's next? Luna. Oh my God. Terra just can't get this right. So it seems like with every step they take, it's been mistake. Excuse me. And I just wonder, when are they going to start making sure-footed moves, right? So right now, that people are saying that they mismanaged the airdrop and all that other good stuff. Or I guess I don't know if it's ever been resolved, but if you were holding wrapped Luna wrapped Luna on Coinbase, you weren't going to get anything. So I don't know, but to me, I look at that and I just kind of go, kind of par for the course with these guys. They're not getting it right. And I was a big fan. I mean, I didn't use it, but I was a big fan. I thought they had been doing things properly. They were making the right moves. But now it's just been mistake after mistake after mistake. Something else that Do Kwon is doing, he thinks he's going to launch on the new Luna 2.0. He thinks, or the new Terra 2.0. He thinks he's going to launch another stablecoin. What? Dude, do you really think people are going to trust you enough to get into that stablecoin? So I'm interested to see how that plays out because I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not going near it. I'm just not. I mean, maybe as a joke, maybe me and my son put a little bit in, but I just don't see it. I have zero trust there, and I'm not a big fan of stablecoins anyway. Algorithm based stablecoins. So that's very interesting. And of course, South Korea in another move is saying, listen, do whatever you want. We're going to investigate you and your people. Aha. A little bit late to the game. Maybe they should have been watching them beforehand. What are you doing? How are you doing it? All that good stuff. But they're just saying, well, listen, it doesn't smell right to us, so we're actually going to investigate you and your crew. Let's see how that bodes for them. I don't know. Not making any accusations. I'm just saying that for a project that I thought was making the right moves, now they're demonstrating to me that they're making wrong moves. I mean, from the vote fiasco that they went through, the number of times they had to propose something. I'm not. Ooh. Again, I'm interested to see how that plays out. I wanted to touch on Ethereum because, when I look at, what they're doing with the merge, I'm sitting here and I'm just saying to myself, that is probably going to be the first time that something is going on in the crypto space that is going to have a huge general impact. That's not Bitcoin. Normally it's a Bitcoin halving or something like that. This is going to be an altcoin doing something big. So I'm interested to see how that actually plays out. So I think it's going to play out quite positively, and I think it's going to send a ripple effect throughout the altcoins. So I pay attention to that. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on that. Do some research. Do your own research, just like I have on the board. The work is do your own research. The goal is grow my bag. Take that mantra. Let's do something with it. Something about Singapore. I'm interested to find out how this all works out. So now DBS Bank. I told you a little while ago. I was like, hey, DBS Bank has pulled back on their pilot program in crypto, and because citing regulatory concerns. But now they're working with JPMorgan Chase and this crypto venture company, Marketnoode. Marketnoode specializes in capital markets. And what these three organizations want to do is they want to do DeFi. I told you there was a space for DeFi, and it doesn't strike me as surprising that two huge ass banks are going to be looking into doing DeFi. There are reasons why you should be paying attention to that. One is because centralized finance is so under the control of the few, and decentralized finance would most likely be in the control of everybody else. Looking at that, it's kind of like, well, how would that work with a bank involved, and what does that mean to the space? Like, if a bank is in control of it, is it really decentralized? So it kind of, I don't know. So I'm really interested to see how that would play out. But it is interesting that they're going to be moving forward with this program. So I'm definitely all eyes open on this one, because it's another infrastructure or foundational thing that's going on. I told you DeFi has a space, and two banks and a venture company are looking into how it could work. I think this might be, if there are other banks that are doing it, I'm unaware, but this is definitely two major banks, on the global scale that are looking into DeFi, and that could be a very interesting thing. South Korea doing the whole thing with their new crypto task force, which is called the Digital Assets Committee. It's going to work totally separately from the other two main committees, which are the Financial Services Committee and the Financial Supervisory Service. And they will be, the Digital Assets Committee, or DAC, makes sense to just call it a DAC. They will be responsible for creating a regulatory framework specifically for crypto. I think Singapore has been making moves to be more sure-footed and creating a safer environment for crypto within their state, right? From stopping ATMs, which ATMs have major problems, and I don't think those ATMs were actually implemented well or following any kind of rules. I think, if I recall, it was a KYC problem. I'd have to look back at my notes. You could look back at the videos and help me out with that. Leave me comments down below. That'd be awesome. But I think there's a lot going on around the world that says there are foundational steps going on around the world that are laying the way for a stronger crypto space. Again, crypto's not going away. You have countries or states actually looking into CBDCs, right? Central bank digital currencies. And I sit there and I just go, so you have a central bank digital currency. Where are you going to store that? On a wallet, on your phone, or in a browser? What wallet? Or wallets? Is it going to be one wallet and you won't be able to store anything else on that wallet? Really? I don't think that's going to work. I think there would have to be some kind of give and take there, and then you'll just see if those CBDCs work. I think it's going to be very interesting. So, and there's Stitch. So I think it's going to be very interesting about how the world moves forward with the, each state's implementation of crypto regulation and all that good stuff. I think you should do your own research. I think you should pay attention to what's going on. For all those naysayers that are around you, spreading FUD and all that good stuff, you can look at some of these foundational moves, not just by companies, but by countries, states, that are saying, yeah, we know crypto's not going anywhere. We know that. So we're going to try to find a way to work with it as opposed to against it. Pay attention to those things because it's a very, very big deal. And I think it's very smart. And I think that's what's going to uncover a tremendous amount of opportunity. All right. So anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. And now it's time to actually get to the numbers. You know how much I love numbers. I think it's actually kind of cool. But let's start with right here. I took a screenshot of my Excel spreadsheet. This is updated as of, I think, just like a couple of minutes before I started shooting the video. So you see, again, if we start at the 5% mark, okay, you got a lot of fives in here. ApeCoin is in there, but nothing else. Cadena is in here at 5%, but there's really nothing in there that's really hurtful, right? Between 5% and below, not really big movers. Zcash is in here. Of course, Terra Luna Classic is in there. I mean, shocker, right? But nothing else that I recognize that I paid that's on my list. Even on my remote list, there's nothing there. Stellar is up 5%, so not really a big move, but something to pay attention to because it might go up again. That could be a bump just because of me, because I made that announcement yesterday about them. But it's neither here nor there. But all jokes aside, Stellar is a coin that I pay attention to. Is there anybody else over here that I'm paying attention to at the moment? Waves is something I pay attention to, but nothing else. So it's interesting to me that this is what's going on. Fear. Remember yesterday I said, we were, what was it, 10? Was it 10 yesterday or something like that? And I said, with all the good news that was going on and the big bumps and everything, I wonder what the fear is. Yeah, this is trailing, so it's 16 now. So we're still deep into extreme fear, but, people made a couple of bucks and they might have felt a little bit happy. And I told you there was going to be a pullback, and there was, but something else happened. So, and we'll get to that in a second, but, looking at total value locked, 111, hovering at a nice pace, a nice place rather. I think there's probably going to be more of an influx as we get closer and closer to August, which is the merge for Ethereum. I think there's going to be more and more that'll start to trickle into TVL. But here's something to pay attention to. Do you see this? So I have an inner band. You already know about my inner band right here. We were bouncing around, bouncing around there. Then we dipped twice here and here. Came close to busting through it a couple of times here, right? But we didn't. We busted through over here. But then we shot up, busted through the first band, and set a second band, right? My second inner band. And then we did it again today where we busted through that second band. We haven't come close to my uppermost band, which is, fairly up there. It's at 32.7 and change. We're at 32.2 and change. Okay, great. This one was at about 32.4. But we're inching. It's inching. Again, do I think that this is something that's going to be sustained? I don't know that this little rally is going to be sustained. I don't. I'm happy about it, right? I've made a couple of bucks off of it, but I don't know if it's going to sustain. So I'm waiting for it to come back down before I dip in again. Because if you look, that which goes up must come down, right? And you play around with those ups and downs depending on how you're maneuvering your money, how much time you have on your hands. But you can make pretty pennies. I mean, if you look at this next one, let's look at this one instead. If you look at this next one, over the past 7 days, you would have made 7% on Bitcoin, right? Over the last 7 days, you'd have made that money on Bitcoin. So it's something to pay attention to. Over the last 7 days, you would have made 21% on Cardano. Stop there. If you were paying attention, you set your reminders, or you set your bells, and bell goes off and says, hey, you're up 10%, you're up 20%. Do you sell? Do you hold? In this market, I have wallets that, I get those little dings and I go, gonna sell, right? Gonna sell. Because if I sell now, that's why I said I'm waiting for it to come back down. So I'm gonna sell, but I'm holding in these wallets. I'm playing with these wallets. I'm gonna sell, see if it comes back down. If it comes back down, I'm gonna DCA, watch it go back up again, and play the game. Do I still think that it can go lower? Do I think it can go lower and bust through here and come down to here again? Highly freaking possible. That's the 25,380 mark. That is highly freaking possible. That can absolutely happen. I think as we inch toward August, it's going to be harder and harder for it to happen as that positivity builds up and as more things start to happen. So I don't know. We shall see. If you want to take a look at look at it from a pictorial view, look at that. Ethereum's back down below 2,000. That is a sale price. Bitcoin is at 31,860. Yeah, you have opportunities here that can make things pop. XLM is up. There are things out there that can make things pop where you can make a couple of bucks. Pay attention to those rhythms. Start to see those rhythms. What do you think I'm doing here? And I have this same kind of chart across many different coins, so I can start to see, is there a rhythm to it? I try to see, well, has there been news? Was there news dropped here? Was there news dropped there? Or is that the native rhythm of the coin during this market? Don't know how long sideways is going to last, but you set your 10, your 20, your 30% marks, and you see if you want to get out. Warren Buffett makes 10% and he's done. Now, it used to be the Warren Buffett rule. It's either 10 or 20%, but I'm thinking it's 10. So you pay attention to those things. Do your own research and grow your bag. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you're having a great day. Do me a favor again, hit the like button if you like what I'm doing. Definitely subscribe to the channel. It kind of gives me air underneath my wings, makes me feel like I'm doing something good for everybody. And definitely, absolutely hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping a new video. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.